Receive hearty welcomes and salutations, respected sadhakas, also the gratitudes, the kritagnatas, and definitely the appreciations and the congratulations for being on this path in spite of so many other alternatives, options seemingly appearing to me more rewarding and tempting very strongly. Whether it can be the outer works, sevas, indulgences, etc. Other than the pursuit of Atmavastu, through spirituality, there are hundreds and thousands of options. Each one is so attractive, so tempting, so much alluring. In spite of all that, if one is able to begin with, attend the satsanga, it's a great achievement. What remains is not only for this 1 hour, but throughout the day, throughout life, till Paramatma is achieved, this interest, this effort has to be maintained. Welcome. Remember our 12 Vyaktitvas to be strengthened. The Mumukshu, the Jignasu, the Shrota, the Sadhaka, the Parishrami, the Prerita, the Shant. The other side, the Bhakta, the Shishya, the Viragi, the Loka Sevaka, Dharma Sevaka. Let us not leave ourselves by not involving in any of these things just like that. That causes all problems. We are always expected to engage ourselves in preparing ourselves in any of these 12 things. Full busy. एक के बाद एक के बाद एक इतने वेराइटी है तो नो नीड ऑफ फीलिंग बोर्डम ऑल्सो one or the other we can keep on changing and putting efforts to कभी लोक सेवक बने कभी धर्म सावक बने कभी अंदर सोच विचार के विरागी को स्ट्रांग करें इनसाइड अस the other side become the bhakta, other side ensure sometime to become strong shishya, isn't it? Check mumukshita and its depth, check the jignasa and its strength, its strongness. In that way, one or the other can be taken up involved. All of them are positive, healthy doings, achievements, adding up to the sadhana only. In the same way, to do all that, let us not struggle all by ourselves, though the sadhanas have to be done by us only. But there are techniques, secrets, guidances, blessings given. Keep on receiving them, using them, growing. No hesitation should be at all in seeking them, and no stone should be left unturned in seeking them from them. The six sources of blessings are the Shastra Gana, Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa, and Santavangmaya. Good, there are some people, at least on holidays, Saturday, Sunday, they study Shastra, come to Satsang. And they can try even other days, little, little. After all, what is spirituality? Is ability to manage ourselves, negotiate the things, and attend as much as possible for the spirituality. That is called spiritual sadhana or growth. And the others who are able to find time, even other days of the week, who are all the days able to make it, all are worthy of appreciation. Every effort is appreciable from outside. But from within, which effort gives quicker and assured result, it is again subject. कोई 1 घंटा बैठे, 2 घंटा बैठे, बैठना ही बहुत बढ़िया है, कंग्रेट्स। बट फायदा ज्यादा चाहिए, जल्दी चाहिए, so then you have to be more also. So in that Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Santa Vangmaya, finding, creating interest. Please remember, in spirituality, nothing freely comes. Everything has to be created and maintained. If anything comes by its own, it goes away also. That which is earned by us with our maturity alone will be valued by us and we maintain it. So the interest in studying Shastras doesn't come just like that. If it comes out of Punya, when the Punya is over, it goes away. Then we don't even look back to inquire whether the classes are going on or not, isn't it? So many people, Punya Vashat, they came. Punya Khatam ho gaya, they have gone back. But those who have taken their own thinking, put the effort of thinking, understood the importance of Shastras, they never leave it. They will find the ways and means, conveniences, and then attend. So create our own value, interest for our Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa. Express that interest in the form of Shravana, Adhyayana, Chintana. In the same way, the second source of our blessings, guidance are our Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Swaguru, our Acharyas. How clearly yesterday it was told by Bhagavan, Narayana, Vishnu, to all the Brahma and Indradi Devatas in Skanda Purana. The first sentence was, the one who does the insult or ninda of the Guru, every of the Shri and every of the Shakti power one loses. That was in the context of Indra Bhagavan not respecting Brahaspati. Brahaspati Bhagavan नाराज हो गए चले गए. Then Indra lost all the power and Kanti and all. And yesterday we saw after those Naraji's Vishnu Bhagavan's idea, advice, how he became like a slave only to Bali Adi. शरणागति कर कर आते हो. Indra becoming शरणागत. क्या लाचारपन है. Why all that happened? Because he insulted the Guru. In our life also, we become slave to the world because of our all inner weaknesses. The weaknesses are there because there is no knowledge. Knowledge is not there because we have neglected, insulted the Guru. Not having a Guru is the first insult of the Guru. We are supposed to have a Guru, full stop. That's it. There should not be kept any choice. In life, choice cannot be had for anything by our choice. मरने के लिए मात्र चॉइस होना चाहिए, वो भी हमारे हाथ में नहीं. वैसे बाकी सब में जो रिवाज है, जो रीति है, जो बताया गया बाय आवर एल्डर्स, वी हैव टू हैव. हु इज योर गुरु? गुरु अभी नहीं बना, मैं ऑर्डर दिया, बन रहा है. व्हाट इज योर एज? आई एम ऑलरेडी 60-70. व्हाट इज शेम इट इज. Right from childhood to youthhood only, we have to have our ideal, our guru, and our tuning, and our continuously learning, and our doing, and our reporting, and our being blessed by his scrutinization, and then he will be guiding us in the right way, continuously rectifying us, correcting us, empowering. इमेजिन लेट अस से लास्ट 40 साल से हम लगातार गुरु महाराज को पकड़े, लगातार उनसे शास्त्र सुन रहे और साधना भी कर रहे जैसा उन्होंने कहा. What height we would have reached by now. In the same way, Guru coming in our life is by punya, but recognizing the Guru, surrendering to him, totally tuning to him is our purushartha. It won't happen just like that. सोच रहा हूँ, मैं देख रहा हूँ कोई गुरु महाराज आए, मेरा कल्याण करे. वैसे तो पेपर में ऐड भी दिया, व्हाट्सएप में स्टेटस में भी रखा, कोई फ्री है आके मेरे गुरु बन सकते हैं, महीने में इतना दिया जाएगा। डेली 2 घंटा गुरु बने, 1 घंटा 50 मिनट मैं जो कहूँगा वो सुनेंगे, 10 मिनट वो जो कहेंगे वो मैं नहीं सुनूंगा। हाँ? ऐसा इश्तेहार एडवर्टाइजमेंट से नहीं होता हो, यू नो। द जॉय दैट आई हैव अ गुरु, the feeling and surrender to that Guru, and we are in the observation of that Guru, we are in the guidance of that Guru by Guru's effort and choice, and he is himself taking initiative because of our surrender to come into our life and guide us. क्या बढ़िया सा स्थिति है. We should covet it, we should try for it. Having fear with the Guru, going away, keeping away, not taking him into confidence, not discussing and all of that, फिर वो साधना नहीं होता फिर. So that is why the second source of infinite potentiality and blessing is the Guru Tattva, the Guru Parampara, and Swaguru and Acharya. Swaguru and Acharya can be one or different. Guru gives Diksha, Acharya teaches us. ये जरूरी है. The third source was the entire Adi Bhautika Devatas, Adi Daivika Devatas, and Adhyatmika Devatas. The Devata Gana is indeed. How much time it will take? Hardly 10 minutes. To remember all Devatas who are protecting all our faculties, providing things outside. And can't we extend that salutations and prayers? And once in a while, that upasana, that little offerings, that havana. देखो, those gods without whom our faculties cannot work, without which life is adhura or andha or zero. See, we are not all finding time at all for them. Because of all this nonsense only of ungratefulness that whomever we serve or love, they don't reciprocate to us. Because here we are not doing. इतना मैंने अपने बच्चों को देखभाल किया, बट वो लोग अब मुझे केयर ही नहीं करते. बट हैव यू केयर्ड यूर ऑल देवतास हु आर गिविंग यू ज्ञानेन्द्रिय, कर्मेंद्रिय, अंतःकरण? नहीं किया, फिर ऐसे ही लगता है तुमको भी. I know I take care of my servants so nicely, but they don't take care, they leave me and go. Or I have this company, factory, or friends, so much I give them, but they don't give me back. Why? Because जिन्होंने आपको दिया आप उनको देख नहीं रहे हो. Especially the Devata Ganas. As much close and friendly we are with them through remembrance and prayers, so much good it will be for us. See how we take them for granted, both the gifts given by them and them themselves. The gifts of Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, best of the use कर ही नहीं रहे. That is one insult. Misuse कर रहे हैं. Then we are not recognizing them. Just like the children. They don't just value parents only who gave janma, who took care and who are even now providing everything is required. But ये बच्चे नालायक होते हैं ना, they don't even recognize it. They take it as a their right it is. ये हमारा हक है. ऐसा उनको होता है. सब गलत है वो रॉन्ग ट्रेनिंग है. For that one simple reason of giving sharira and maintaining. Other things given by parents, the love, the protection and all, वो तो कुछ भी देकर क्लियर नहीं कर सकता. That's why have that attitude that should be good. In the same way, we towards our devatas. Very, very powerful. Then comes the mother, Adi Parashakti Mata. Observe her Shakti, always working in the world, depending on the demand of totality. The total thoughts of the human jiva, human being jivas, are invoking the tamoguna only. Therefore, the mother is giving tamoguna. That's why everybody is becoming matter oriented After indulging in the matter, like a matter, they just are into the slumber and stupor. They are not in the service orientation. Out of jabardasti and compulsion only, everybody is working except 0.001% who are inspired by the goal chosen, who are in the Shuddha Sattva Guna. बाकी सारे बिग इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट, द स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन, द प्लेयर्स, सब जो है ना, पैसे कमाने के मजबूरी से, नाम कमाने के मजबूरी से, स्पेशली द एंटायर गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट्स, नौकरी से निकाल देंगे ऐसा कर कर काम कर रहे हैं. नहीं करे तो नॉट विथ लव टू द वर्क. दैट इज तमोगुण. मौका दिया जाए छुट्टी. In that 35 years of service, that man, the one who are working government, it's all holidays. The 16 holidays will be there. Then there will be 20 earned leaves will be there. There will be 10 casual leaves will be there. There will be 15 sick leaves will be there. 2, 3 RHs are there, restricted holidays. और कोई ना कोई मरता रहता है. How many holidays he has enjoyed, isn't it? But any time did he think today मुझे छुट्टी नहीं चाहिए, मैं ऑफिस जाके काम करूंगा. छुट्टी लिया तो दिया तो ले लिया. एवरी टाइम 35 ईयर्स में जनरल छुट्टी, स्पेशली अराइवल छुट्टी. और एक दिन नहीं आज जाके काम करूंगा. वेरी रेयर एक आध होंगे जो घर में बीवी काम कराती है, इससे बजाय चलो लेट मी गो टू ऑफिस. तमोगुण शक्ति the world has invoked. That's why the whole world is like that. Must work for dravya, indulge in the dravya, and fall asleep like a dravya. And to support that dravyata, whatever is the amount of rajas required, that much we do. That's why बस ऑफिस जाके थक के आते हैं, अब चलो और कुछ काम करो, होता ही नहीं लोगों से. टेरेबल. तत्व का तो बहुत कम ही. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट, टोटलिटी हो या इंडिविजुअलिटी, if we can from the mother invoke Shuddha Sattva Guna, always in active dynamic mode of contemplations, meditations, prayers, reminders of the spiritual goal, ये बढ़िया चलता रहता है. So in short telling that Shakti invocation, which Shakti we are invoking, we have to become aware. शक्ति एक ही है, एक्सप्रेशंस तीन है. तामसिक शक्ति of द्रव्यता, राजसिक शक्ति of क्रियात्मकता, सात्विक शक्ति of ज्ञान प्रधानता. हम जो जानबूझकर या अनजाने में माता से मांगेंगे वही शी विल गिव. जानबूझकर मांगना इज knowing that she is Shakti Swarupini, she is the giver, they were asking. अनजाने में means what are our desires. Desire for knowledge, so अनजाने में you are asking for ज्ञान शक्ति, सत्व गुण. Desire for name and fame and activities, so unknowingly you are asking her to give rajoguna shakti. Desire for bhoga and nidra, anjane mein we are asking her tamogun. So she will give that one. It is what we ask only, knowingly or unknowingly. Like every day, 1 hour morning, evening, we are asking for Sattva Shakti by coming to the class. That's why in the class, the Shravanam, the Vicharana, the understanding, and the formation of the strength, strongness of the goal, we are enjoying it. Other time, invoking Rajas or most of the time Tamas. माता रानी कहती है तथास्तु. इसको भी छोड़कर ये भी तमोगुण बना सकते हैं, या द होल डे वन कैन मेक सात्विक. दैट शुड बी आवर गोल. इनवोक हर ग्रेस. मदर ब्लेस में, देन शी विल गिव द आइडिया. एक के बाद एक हमसे So many spiritual sadhanas are there. Karati jayegi. Like the people without awareness, whole day how they sleep, like daru piya bande ki tarah. There are many people like that. Some are workaholic. When we invoke her for Sataguna, she will give us so many sattvic activities. We will become spirituaholic. एक के बाद एक दिन भर चली रहे. वंडरफुल. मैं तो ये चाहता हूँ माता रानी से. आप 10 टेक्स्ट टच कर रहे एवरीडे, हम 10 texts we are touching. Some more text should be touched, or some more other sessions should be added where, as we started our Skanda Purana Parayan, there should be a session for Japa class. There should be a class for Dhyana. There should be a class for the Sanskrita. I too want 5 more. But for that, the mother should give me the energy, strength, sattvic. Right? In the same way, the fifth source of blessing is the Ishvara Paramatma Narayan. How can we forget him? Where he is not, isn't it? All is his power. Again, him also, as we invoke him, blindfold me, O Lord, to the self, and may I be opened for the projected world, and let me get lost in it. वो भी मांग कर या अनजाने में करेंगे. So to जानबूझकर we can ask. Close my eyes with regard to the worldliness. Open my jnana chakshu. Remove the curtain of knowledge, O Lord. This is what we have to invoke him. Many of us invoke Paramatma in different rupa, but for bondage only. We should be wise to invoke him for the positive thing. Last but not the least is the Brahma Tattva. All pervading that alone is there. जानो या अनजाने, समझे ना समझे, एवरीथिंग इज ब्रह्मन. पहले ये बोलते जाओ inside the mind. Later on, with this strength, we ourselves will start. I said everything is Brahman, but who is that Brahman? Then we go to Guru, or Guru comes in our life. Then the Upanishadic teachings, understandings, contemplations, they all follow, leading to finally realizing Aham Brahmasmi Chinmaya. Aham Brahmasmi. So, in this way, let our every day be spent without worrying about the passing days, other happenings, becoming old, people are leaving us and going, dying. कोई भी चीज को हमें वैल्यू नहीं करना. If we are established in this 12 plus 6, 18 things. भाई वैल्यू नहीं करना, क्योंकि कोई वैल्यू है ही नहीं है. कैसे वैल्यू नहीं है, दिख ही रहा है ना. कोई हमको केयर करता नहीं, आ रहा है जा रहा है. People coming, going, things coming, going, without our own concern. That is a proof that they don't have any value. So we need not value it. So, isn't it? Things come and go, show that they have no value. Because if something has value, it should stay permanently with us. परमानेंटली एक ही चीज होता है आत्मा, इसलिए वही वैल्यूएबल है. बाकी नथिंग टू बी वैल्यूड. पीपल कम एंड गो. व्हाई आर यू वरीड? Focus on this 12 plus 6. May God bless. Right? Now, beautiful Upanishad, Shwethashwathara, Krishna Yajurvediya, first chapter, Sambandha Bhashyam. Bhagwan Shankara, relentless, tireless, infinite love and compassion to drive to our heart the need of studying Upanishads. Through that, the need of realizing the Brahman. He's trying to drive into our heart through one after the other these quotes. The Vishnu Dharmottara Purana, the Vishnu Purana, the Linga Purana. Before that, so many Upanishads. Then, right now, we are doing PARASHARA SAMHITHA, then followed by the Brahma Sutras. इतनी चीज हमारे सामने लाकर ड्राइव कर रहे. Now, after so many days of listening, years of listening, Have we become serious and genuine, really to grasp what is given or said and use it for our life? Or still we are in a notional imaginary identity that ये मेरे लिए नहीं है, अभी इसकी फिलहाल जरूरत नहीं है, मीन्स वेरी टच मी नॉट छुई मुझे सुपरफिशियल. Are we still like that? Or we are getting involved in, engrossed in these blessings by minding what is heard to understand them. Like Sri Rama. So genuine he was in his life. Genuineness, what is required. Just looked into the world, thought over it, understood it is mithya, then withdrew from it, waited for the Guru come to come. Guru came, poured out all his Viveka Vairagya in front of Guru, now seeking exclusively like Nachiketa and all, only Atma Tat. है ना, झट मंगनी फट ब्याह जो कहते हैं ना, झट फट हो गया उनको. हमको लगे रहे लेकिन बट स्टिल चुई मुई. This is another crucial point. That sincere person alone will be blessed. Blessings are always there, will be receiving the blessings. So Bhagavan Shankara's efforts here. Every Shastrakara's effort. In every Shastra, Upanishad में यही है कि जो श्रोता है, जो अध्ययन करने वाला है, उनके हृदय में सीरियसली सिंसियरली ये आध्यात्मिकता बिठावे. For that matter, in any walk of life, to do well, to really prosper, to enjoy it, what the basic thing is, how much we have identified with that work, therefore, how much we have poured ourselves into it. Like when you go to somebody's house, बस गेट के बाहर से खड़े होकर आप कैसे हैं, बस आपको देख के जाने के लिए आया हूँ, देख लिया हूँ, जा रहा हूँ, फिर कभी मिलेंगे. The other way is what? Going into the house, barging, telling him in advance, sitting there, making him sit, fully talking wholeheartedly about what is happening, what should be done, what can be done. इतना बढ़िया दिल खोलकर मांग कर चाय वाय मंगा के पीते हुए. सी दैट लविंग वे ऑफ डीलिंग विथ व्हेन यू गो टू नाइबर्स और रिलेटिव्स, है कि नहीं? विच इज गुड. इन द सेम वे बस गेट के लेवल पर सत्संग में आना. neither we enter into the shastra nor we allow the shastra into enter into our heart. नो ये फायदा नहीं होगा वो. वी हैव टू ऑब्जर्व. शंकर भगवान एफर्ट इज लाइक दैट. लाइक द मैरिज हो गया, that Bahu within a month, she has become one with so much with that in-laws family. एक महीना भी नहीं लगा, धनाधन सब. And there is other misguided stupid Bahu equally. She is also Bahu stupid है कि 20 साल से वो है ससुराल में, but still she has not tuned to the mother-in-law, father-in-law and the in-laws house. She will stay, but not tuned. So we are of that type, if at all, if you are not careful. Every day we go to class, every day we listen, but still we are not tuned to our mother-in-law, father-in-law. The tattva in the Shastra, the Shastra for tattva. देखो है ना, फिर से दूर है. So means predominance is given only to being a samsari, being a worldly person, be a person of identified with the worldly things. So then we are not doing good to us. And let us not be in any imagination, any time that बिना कुछ किए अपने आप होता है. जो किया वही होता है. अब दिस इज a naked fact. Even all blessings come, in Tripura Rahasyam. What did Dattatreya Bhagwan tell Parshuram ji? That Guru will come and tell you and go. That is what they do. Devatas will bless and go. That's what they do. The teachings given by the Guru, the faculties, opportunities given by the God, we have to use them for our growth. ये हम धोखा खाते हैं अपने आप के मन से. इंतजार करते हुए कि अपने आप कुछ होएगा. Nothing happens by itself. Whatever we do, that alone happens. If you sleep, you will sleep. If you watch TV, you'll watch TV. If you are with your friends, relatives, you'll be with them only. If you go on eating food and thinking only about food, you will be in that only. If you are going on reading newspaper, magazines, weekly, monthly, you will be like that. If you go on playing with your children, grandchildren, what you are doing, that alone we are, no? We do those things and we imagine कि ये हो जाता है. अरे, whom are you fooling? See, our attention is in the world, and inside we say somehow the spirituality should happen. अरे बंदे जो स्पिरिचुअलिटी में लगे रह रहे हैं उनको भी वो नहीं हो रहा इतना मेहनत के बावजूद. एंड वी आर नॉट डूइंग एंड वी थिंक दैट इट विल हैपन. जो हम करेंगे वही होता है, जो हो रहा है मतलब हम वही कर रहे हैं. Let us not be in any dream, any imagination or hallucination of this sort. So Bhagwan Shankara's mehnat, effort in bringing so many quotation references to drive to our heart, we have to understand it. And maybe that is little bit of thought we have that, because of which in the evening Adya Shankara Grantha Adhyayana Sravanti we have started. How beautiful that each of the text, fourth text we are doing it. मुझे तो every class in the evening, Skanda Purana, the Shankara Grantha and then Yoga Vasis, very enchanting, very beautiful. And this is also so many references and quotations. मजेदार. जिंदगी ऐसा ही होना चाहिए बाबा. Revel in Shastra Adhyanam throughout the day, through that into the truth. Bas. Neither nor other. So, Bhagavan Adi Shankara's kindness. This Shwethashwathara Upanishad. We will see that. Before that, our Sankalpa Prarthana. And this itself is an exhaustive discussion today. So, the common sense thought today, what we can discuss. We can't give lots of time for it. I'll give you a hint, some things. Tomorrow we'll discuss about it. Little elaborately we'll discuss tomorrow. I believe, I feel, I remember it tomorrow. Simple, but misses from our attention. Thing is, first and foremost, what we have to be clear about is what is bondage, what is liberation. सबसे important discussion कल हम करेंगे इसके ऊपर. What is bondage, what is liberation? About this we have to have undoubted clarity. अब आंख बंद करके देखो. What is bondage, what is liberation? Simple direct answer we give. Your class is bondage, Purnamada is liberation. Isn't it? Do we have that clarity? Many of us have vagueness only, or outer things we consider as bondage and liberation. So let us be clear about it. After that only the next question that comes, okay, what is binding, then what is liberating? पहले क्या बंधन है, क्या मोक्ष है जानना है ना. फिर कौन बांध रहा है, कौन मुक्त करेगा, या कौन बांध रहा है, क्या कैसा बंधन हो रहा है, फिर कैसे मुक्त होना है. कैसा है ये बंधन, अनजाना, मैंने नहीं जाना, तूने नहीं जाना. We will know the second question. What is bondage? What is liberation? Then what is binding? Then what is liberating? Then comes what is the way to come out of the bondage? What is the way to enter into their moksha or liberation? Then comes the fourth one. In that, what is my role? How much and what I have to do? Then what is the role of either totality or the Ishvara Kripa or Guru Kripa? Then what I have to do, how to do them, the information aspect of it, the inspiration aspect of it, the initiative aspect of it, the consistency aspect. These have to be considered very, very, very clearly. Then the other help from the divinity, from the Guru and God. What way I need their help? How to invoke that help? How to make use of it? This whole picture has to be very clear with us. Maybe tomorrow, if I remember, we will discuss this topic at length. What is bondage? What is liberation? What is binding? What is liberating? Then how to come out of bondage and how to get liberated. And in that, what is my purushartha in my purview or daira mein hai, and what is not in our hands, and who can help us in this regard, and how to take the help from that Guru or God. Then the whole time, whole day, the mind is only in these things. Simple, no? How can there be in life any other effort or thinking other than getting liberated? How can we do the things knowingly or unknowingly which entangle us more and more, bind us more and more? Isn't it? See that patheticness of our uninformed human beings. Uninformed because unfortunate they are neither in education system nor at home. They are being informed that this is what you are, this is your lower state, these are your bound. You have come here for your moksha. Ultimate moksha is that. For that, these are the things to be done. In the next stage of evolution, you will reach there. So try to reach to the next stage. All the best. Nobody is telling us. They know that quicksand hai. So in the quicksand we have fallen and we are going more and more into the center of it. Now, if somebody fall in the quicksand, he should come out of it by coming to the kinara of it. Instead of coming to the kinara or the corner, see that corner word from kinara. Instead of coming to the corner, kinara, we are going inside only. In the same way, whole life of ours, in this samsara daldal we are, instead of coming out of it by coming to kinara, we are going into it only more and more. And shouting, मैं drown हो रहा हूँ, मैं मर रहा हूँ. अरे तुम खुद ही जा रहे हो उस तरफ. See that a tragedy or sadness or paradox or unfortunate thing of the people. And in the world, anybody goes through this to somewhat extent justifiable. How can we as a Hindu Sanatana Dharmi justify to enter into the daldal, the quicksand of samsara more and more instead of having such a great tradition, culture of Shastras, Gurus, Satsanga, Adhyatmika, Sadhana Paddhatis, which take us away from, pull us away from samsara. Isn't it? This thought is the only one which puts us on the path. And not this thought is once I said and I have forgotten as a speaker, you forgot as a listener. 24 hours गूंजता रहना चाहिए थॉट हमारे मन में कि am I working for liberation or am I stupid to get bound more and more? Isn't it? Even at this thought level also we are so lethargic. We are so arrogant not to receive this thought. So weak and कमजोर but मेरे से नहीं होता मत पूछिए आप मुझे कुछ भी बस बैठता हूँ क्लास में बस उतना ही बस 2 मिनट बैठूंगा बाकी सो जाऊंगा what weakness we have what arrogance we have what laziness we have intellectual laziness not to think and arrogance not to listen and not to practice the weakness about this single thought कि मैं हर दिन बंधन को बढ़ा रहा हूं कि मुक्ति की तरफ जा रहा हूं and all these three the weakness the laziness arrogance adds to carelessness leading to the outwardness. Who will help such person? मेरे लिए तो पता चल गया कोई नहीं हेल्प करने वाला उद्धरेद आत्मनात्मा thank God all people Nobody helps. Only to tell me nobody can help permanently. You help yourself. Then en route, depending on your prayers, prarabdha, purushartha, prabhu kripa, somebody will come to help you or not. But तुमको चलते रहना है. चल अकेला, चल अकेला, चल. But inside this thought, am I getting bound more and more with my ignorance, or am I wise enough to try to come out? कल इसका डिटेल्ड बात होगा कि what are our sankalpas, what are our prarthanas. Like, are we asking God to fulfill our desires or to get out of desires? Isn't it? Are we asking the God to give us freedom from the Guru and his words, or to give us bondage to Guru's words? In this case, bondage to Guru's guidance is the one which liberates us. In this way, what are our prayers, what are our own wants or the efforts, इसको ऊपर ध्यान देना है. So let us be in that mood all the time. Let this mood created in the class continue throughout the day. Thus, genuinely, as we opt for spirituality, genuinely only with knowledge, let us do the thing to be done and ensure that we are growing and see that we are growing. Let us see our growth. Let us enjoy our growth. जैसे मेकअप करते करते ना वी एंजॉय. थोड़ा थोड़ा मेकअप कर रहे हैं तो कर रहे हो, या ड्रेस पहनते हो या दाढ़ी करते हुए वी एंजॉय मेकिंग अप द फिजिकल बॉडी. सेम वे द स्पिरिचुअल बॉडी का भी संवारना करते हुए वी हैव टू एंजॉय भाई संवर जा रहा है. ओम 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 सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ये रिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणदः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं. गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधीः. शरणागतवत्सलतत्त्वनिधे भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलम् अचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्री श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां भक्तिज्ञानयोगवेदान्तादि प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आदिशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्. ओम अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः. ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम अथ संबंध भाष्यम. ओके, सो तस्मात् अज्ञानमूलो हि संसारः Sarva Dehina. For all beings, including us, samsara is caused by the ajnana. Samsara means the acceptance of something other than the self called as jiva and jagat, and then seeking something from the jagat for the sake of becoming freed, becoming liberated, becoming infinite, etc. ये जो मेहनत है उसको संसार कहते हैं, अज्ञान के कारण है। See, when there is no jnana, called as ajnana, world projected, world is made as goal. Throughout we pursue the world only, and never achieve anything there. But when we gain the jnana, in the light of jnana gained about Atman, the jnana goes away. Beyond that, nothing remains to be done. You are that. हो गया खत्म. That's why it is said again and again by Vishwamitra ji to Rama and their Janaka to Shukadeva कि तुम पहुंच गए. Why तुम पहुंच गए? Because your mind is dissolved, because the mind is not interested in the world. The state of no mind is being the self. तुम पहुंच गए, बस तुमको रिकॉग्नाइज करना है और कुछ करना ही नहीं वहां. See the power of knowledge, how it eliminates the bandhanam. And when that knowledge is not sought after, under the influence of ignorance, how we project, imagine the world and keep on seeking it and pursuing it. In that world, that can be this worldly Sukha Bhoga up to the Brahma Loka and Brahma Pada. All of that is mind's projection. All of that seeking it is samsara. That is what in Mandukya Upanishad, Prana iti pranavidaha, tattvani cha tadvidaha, bhutani tya bhutavidaha, gunani tya gunavidaha. How on the Paramatma Tattva, Kalpana is done, and that Kalpana is taken as real. Then, in obtaining that real Vastu now, which is actual Kalpana, now taken as real, in obtaining that alone, there is fulfillment, that notion called as desire. Therefore, extroverted, using the faculties, working only to procure that, with all efforts and procurement, left with only disappointment. That's called samsara. Mhm. जो है वो छोड़कर उसी को पाने के लिए वो जगह जहाँ ये नहीं है उसके लिए ढूंढते रहना, दिस कॉल्ड संसार. That which is already is given up, and seeking that only, going into those places where that is never there is called samsara. That's all ajnana mula. That goes only through jnana. You and I are studying the jnana. The first step is intellectual jnana, theoretical. That also we are only listening. We have to do manana chintana, make that jnanam ours. Then live that jnanam. Nothing to be done. That's it. If that's not done, obviously we are the victim of ajnana and ajnana janita moha, moha janita hambhava and jagat bhava. Then continues the moha that I am real, jagat is good or bad, or lovable or not, or likable or hateable. So then I am involved in those things. हो गया संसार. क्या करें हम सुबह उठकर? Are we recognizing reality? Are we realizing ourselves? No. In fact, we are just projecting the world and entangling in the world only to get frustrated, tired, and all, to get tired and sleep in the night, only to do same nonsense next day. As we do every day, so too we do every life. That's called samsara. All that's you call ajnana. The Siddhantika Ajnana, obviously the Anubhavika Ajnana. So Siddhanta Ajnana is removed by Siddhanta Ajnana, Anubhava Ajnana is removed by Anubhava Ajnana. In between, there is a sadhana of the Ajnana. अज्ञान मूलो ही संसार सर्वदेहिनाम हो गया. Now what is jnanam? Is to know ourselves and be in that self identity. then there is nothing to do, nothing to know, nothing to nowhere to go. Because the self is such which is all pervading and all. That's what it is said. Nityah sarvagato hi atma kutastho doshavarjitah ekah sabhidyate shaktya mayayana swabhavatah. See, Atman is what? Nitya, eternal. Sarvagataha, all pervading. And Kutastha, immutable, etc. There, dosha varjitaha, no sense of duality, sense of matterness, sense of decay, sense of destruction, etc. Ekaha is one without second. But that Paramatma Saha Vidyate Shaktya Mayaya Nasvabhavata. Because the Maya Shakti, that Atman, which is one without second, appears to be many and appear to be opposite in nature, contrary in nature. Therefore, for example, Atman is Nitya, Eka. Instead of that, what is done? Anekata are seen of the objects and all of them are Anitya. So to Atman is Sarvagata. Instead of seeing them Atman, Anatmans are seen and they are not Sarvagata, they are only Ekadeshagata or Ekakalagata. So to Atman is Kutastha. Instead of seeing the Kutastha, we see Aneka and every one of them are continuously uh, Vikara Yukta, Vikriya Yukta, modification. Kutastha is non-modifying, opposite of it is modifying. So one unmodifiable self. But what is seen is modifiable, not selves so many. One Nitya Atma, but so many Anitya Anatmas. So to one Sarvagata Atma. Instead of that, many Ekadeshastha Anatmas. These are all with Ajnana they are projected. This Bheda. That's what he said. Ekaha sa vidyate saha vidyate shaktya mayaya na swabhavata. In its own nature, it is always remaining as Nityaha Sarvagataha Kutastaha Ekaha. Because of not knowing it, that itself is avidya, that is called as Maya. In that Maya Shakti only, there is a potency for the projecting not self and then multiplying that projected not self. Then we are lost in that one. That is where we are now in. Like in travel, when you go to a distance and then look at it and say, "Are yaar, main galat raste pe aa gayo," then what do we do? Don't we trace back and go in the right direction? Same way, staying in anatma, staying in multitude, is the galat rasta, is a cause of all anartha or samsara. You have to realize, "Are yaar, main to galat raste pe aa gayo." Then trace back from the anatma to the atma, from aneka to eka. This effort is called adhyatmika sadhana. This knowledge is called as adhyatmika jnanam. Where it is taught, it is called as shastra. Who teaches, it is called as guru. And where its transaction happens, called satsang. तो सत्संग में जाकर सदगुरु से सत शास्त्र सुनकर अनात्मा से आत्मा में अनेकता से एकता में हमें ज्ञान में साधना में अनुभव में पहुंचना है. If you want to know entire spirituality, this much it is. Half minute Vedanta, 1 minute wisdom. I talk about. People are suggesting me. Swamiji, give 2 minutes wisdom, 5 minutes wisdom. People are not interested in 1 hour, half an hour. That is why there's no viewership for your lectures. मैंने कहा यार मेरे को तो पेशेंस नहीं है. फ्रॉम दिस लेक्चर ओनली यू कट आउट 1 minute 2 minute विजडम्स. तुम करो उसको भाई. इफ यू कैन आई कैन. मैं तो एक थीम में हूँ, शास्त्र में हूँ. मैं तो उस फ्लो में रहता हूँ. इन दिस लाइफ इट इज लाइक दैट. आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन पब्लिसिटी. People should know the Shastra. For that reason, we are talking. Not that we have to become famous. पागल है क्या? अब जिनको किस्मत है आएगा सुनेगा. Like some people on Saturday, Sunday they come. Other days they can't. Good at least. So 1 minute wisdom. I'm just giving an idea. This is what we have to always remember. Always become conscious. You see, when you try to become conscious of it, when you try to remember it, Our vasanas, our desires are throwing us away. So we should know, oh, this is how we are disturbed. This is how we are derailed. Therefore, that pressure has to get reduced. Like anything which disturbs your work, you keep that thing away or you go away. बहुत आवाज़ आ रहा है तो कमरे अंदर जाओगे पढ़ने के लिए, कमरे के अंदर भी आवाज़ आ रहा है, दरवाज़ा बंद करोगे, तभी आवाज़ आ रहा है, तो कान में ईयर प्लग लगाओगे ना, because you are interested to study something or listen to music. Same way, I want to become one with my inner self, which is one, and I want to realize the inner self. Then these things are distracting me, so I must come out of it. A genuine seeker of self understands what are the inner and outer obstacles coming, how to overcome them. Okay, Atma Nityaha Sarvagataha Kutastha and Dosha Varjitaha. There is no sense of otherness or duality in them, in the self. But फिर भी ये कहा होते हुए भी सह भिद्यते शक्त्या मायया न स्वभावतः. Isn't it? शक्त्या माया न भिद्यते, सह भिद्यते न स्वभावतः. अपने माया शक्ति के कारण वो अलग दिखता है, not naturally. Like by itself the water remains as water, gold as gold only. But by the Maya Shakti, the water appears to be so many. Point is, appears to be so many, not become so many. Gold never became ornaments. Please catch this truth. Gold always appeared as ornament. At that time, gold always is gold. Parabrahma Paramatma never became the Jagat. Parabrahma Paramatma is seen as Jagat. Jagat is appearing on him. Yet Parabrahma Paramatma is always there. Always there and there alone where you are seeing Jagat. Just like gold is there and there alone where we are seeing the ornament. But Drushti gold se hataya. You have seen the ornaments and got enchanted. So Drushti ornament se hataya. The truth, the gold is seen. The Drushti is on Nama Rupa, Paramatma is forgotten. Keep the Drushti on Paramatma. Paramatma alone will remain. There is nothing called Nama Rupa. They just stay and come and go. कोई नाम कोई रूप शाश्वत है ही नहीं. वो तो सिर्फ प्रोजेक्शन है, इमेजिनेशन ही है वो भी. इवन दैट इज सो शक्त्या मायया भिद्यते न स्वभावतः. आत्मा एकः, आत्मा दोषवर्जितः, आत्मा नित्यः, आत्मा कूटस्थः, आत्मा सर्वगतः. नित्य कूटस्थः सर्वगतः दोषवर्जितः एकः आत्मा. Maya vidyate na svabhavata. Self is one, it never became many, but is always one. Because of imagination, we projected parts on the mud. That knowledge, that part is only an appearance, not reality, is the subtle knowledge. And second level is what? There's mud is there everywhere in the pot. Highest level, when there's only mud, there is no pot. Even though you are seeing the pot, using the pot. This is where the jnanis live. How the jnani lives, he uses the pot, but he knows there is only mud, there is no pot. He lives in the same world in Brahman. He knows, he is living in the world in such a manner, there is nothing but Brahman alone is there. But still Vyavahara going on. Example of the pot. Use of the pot is going on, but mud alone is real. There is no pot. Now he says, तस्माद् अद्वैतमेवाहुः मुनयः परमार्थतः ज्ञानस्वरूपमेवाहुः जगदेतद् विचक्षणाः. These two things are very powerful. First, Advaitameva ahuhu munayah parama artatah. Parama means supreme. Artata means truth or reality. Paramartha is supreme truth. Artha means truth, reality. So the supreme truth and reality is what? Tasmat Advaitameva. That Ekameva Advayam Brahman alone is truth, the reality. The ones who have done the Manana, the Muni Log, the contemplating sages have recognized it. Therefore, That whole world which you are seeing now in the form of Jada matter, all of that is what for them? Like for Hiranyakashipu, it is his palace, they are the walls, they are the pillars. For him, everything is Jada, Jada, Jada. But what is Prahlada's Drushti? Everything is Narayana, Chaitanya Swarupa Narayana. He has developed that subtlest knowledge through inquiry. Ki Sarvam Vishwam Narayana Mayam. You know? Then immediately when he was hitting that pole or pillar, आगे भगवान नारायण. That is what is said here. Jnana Swarupam eva ahoho jagat etat. Vichakshanaha. Vichakshanaha, those who have developed the chakshu of deep inquiry and discrimination, for them there is nothing called as matter in the jagat. Everything is pure consciousness. You know, like I held one hand with the other hand. For a gross visionary, एक हाथ से दूसरा हाथ पकड़ा है. But for a one who has studied Vedanta, one consciousness is touching another consciousness. There is no matter called as the head in its reality. If at all the hand is there, with its outer skin, with the inner skin, with the bones, flesh, bone, marrow, all that matterness is projected on the consciousness only. So in his inquiry, he reached to the consciousness. So where we see the hand, there he is seeing consciousness. Common sense है तो भी उसके लिए कि hand is a matter. This matter has got these dhatus. But these are all have come from the Prithvi only, through the food, etc. Prithvi from the Jala, Jala from the Agni, Agni from Vayu, Vayu from Akasha, Akasha from the Mana, Mana from the Atma, the Shuddha Chaitanya Atma. Therefore, in the sequence of projection, from the Chaitanya Atma up to the Stula Hasta, the projections happen. The one who accepts the finally projected hand as reality is at the utmost ignorance level. The one who is step by step going and seeing the permeation of the consciousness only in the hand, he has understood Vedanta. Understood. On the seat of meditation, actually, the mind intellect is lifted beyond all these Tula and Sukshma and shifted into the absolute reality. बार बार कर करके उनको अनुभव हो जाता है. Like the weightlifter. बार बार उठा उठा के he becomes familiar with the lifting of weight, or the boxer. So this Vedanti बार बार by lifting his mind to the reality, to the self, he becomes most familiar with it. Just like we become absolutely familiar by in saying that it is a hand. In the same place, he has become familiar by saying it's a consciousness. Consciousness appearing as a hand. And for us, hand is real. There is no consciousness behind or the self behind. एंड देखो थोड़ा अंतःकरण शुद्ध है ना, दो ही स्टेप्स होते, तीसरा भी नहीं. व्हाट इज दैट? कैन द हैंड एग्जिस्ट और फंक्शन विदाउट द कॉन्शियसनेस? फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नो. देन इज दैट कॉन्शियसनेस अदर देन यू और योर ओन सेल्फ? माई सेल्फ. हो गया वेदांत पूरा. In two sentences only for the very pure hearted. That's why yesterday what was said by Vishwamitraji to all Munis is Siddhanta Jnana of Vedanta obtaining is so easy, but then to obtain the Virati for the world, Vairagya for the world, which makes the Siddhanta Jnana into Anubhava is impossible. That feat Rama achieved, the one is so great. Therefore, oh Vasishtaji, now give him the final touches of knowledge. This is how today we'll see is going to request Vasishtaji. Vishwataji कहते हैं. After praising Rama, then Vasishta also for some time. Beautiful portion. कल का कितना बढ़िया था. एक ही श्लोक we have studied for 50 minutes. Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana. By choice, you have to be lucky to study, to listen. Opportunity comes, we have to encourage it. एवरीवेयर धक्का दे के भगवान नहीं बिठाते क्लास में, कहीं खुद को भी चुनना पड़ता। But if you are careless, भगवान से कहते, if you are careless, मैं भी careless. जाओ. What a beautiful text happening. Then he says, Jnana Swarupamevaho Jagadetat Vichakshanaha. One thing is, Paramartataha, Advaita Paramatma only is there. Second is what? Everything in this Jagat is nothing but pure consciousness. Sarvam Jagat Jadamayam is an Ajnani's Drushti. Sarvam Jagat Chaitanyamayam, and that Chaitanyam is Atma. Therefore, Sarvam Jagat is Atmamayam only. Is the stage of evolution achieved by a Adhyatmika Sadhaka through Siddhanta Jnana, Sadhana and Anubhuti. Therefore, Yatra Yatra Manoyati Tatra Tatra Samadhaya or Siyarama Me Sabu Jagajani. Sarvam hi etad Brahma. Sarvam Kaluidam Brahma. All that. So let us move towards that one. Beautiful shlokas are there. Then the Brahma Sutras quotation. Let us see tomorrow. Om 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 ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमशिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। अच्छा है संतों, थैंक यू फॉर योर पेशेंस। कम बैक इन 3-5 minutes, 5 minutes for our next class.